What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Bet Champ Show After Hours edition. Different audience tonight. Different set of people on set. We have two missing out on assignment right now, ZJ and Wit. They will be with us maybe shortly, or they might catch us, when we do the next one on Monday. But it's just me and you tonight. E. We just got to make it. We show up when
we'll make
it
happen.
Exactly.
You give us a time when we show up. We're the professionals here. We know Witt's out of spring training actually, so hopefully he can get on live because he's actually down at a Dodger camp. That'd be kind of cool. ZJ is out. He's out exploring outside of Denver and seeing what other sports teams we have in this world outside of the Denver community. So. Yeah.
We know ZJ. I'm surprised they didn't have anyone on the Nuggets tonight. That was one of the. He went against the Nuggets with the Jimmy Butler play. That caught me out of left field. The PA. I was like, there we go. I know as much as it hurt him to do that. It hurt him to do that too. He doesn't want to see that happen. But shout out.
Yeah, and that's tough gambling because you're going against what you want. But yes, sir.
At the end of the day, I'd rather take some money in my pockets than my team wins sometimes, depending on the volume of the game.
100.
Especially in the NBA, we've got 82 games. They're doing good. What's a loss?
100.
They can still win, but we already know how Jimmy Butler, shows up against the Nuggets and whatnot. So,
there's an old saying.
What's the record tonight, E? What are we looking like on the picks?
So for my picks that we had this afternoon, Wemby, man, this guy is a cash cow, folks. If you're not on this block steals, you got to get on it. He covered again tonight. He's at 5 right now. It was 4.5. So we covered with Wemby. Chattanooga won -15.5. We're still got Rutgers out there -5.5. They're up 24 with Michigan, but we did take an L. Did take an L with Monmouth. They didn't come through for us, and then the Heat game is pending tonight. So still a winning record. That's coming off 6-0, 2 3-0 games on the afternoon show. So we're doing really good. Yeah, it's another good night.
Yeah, shoot, if you go 3-1 at minimum, it's a 9-1 run. Some of the best handicappers in the world can never get on runs like that. So, if you guys haven't noticed, E has been on a roll all season long. Like you said, Wembanyama over 4.5 stocks, steals, and blocks. I remember when it was the good old days, E, when it was like 3.5. When we were getting 3.5 like plus money. Next thing we know, it's going to be 5.5 at minus freaking 150.
And different every game, but he's averaging about a 5 and 5. So they got to bring that up to about an 8 for me to stop betting it. I'm just going to keep pounding it, keep cashing checks, whatever you want. The only thing I would like to tell you guys, and I appreciate you putting it out on the morning show, is get it the night before, early morning, before everybody pounds it and that goes up. I caught it at -120. I saw it today. It wasn't too bad. It ended at, I think, -140. So I don't know if a lot of people were kind of tentative how it's going to go with him and Chet playing Oklahoma. But the guy's just a 5 and 5 machine. So, I wouldn't. He's a rookie, right? But if you right now, everybody's talking about Gobert, defensive player of the year. But you really got to look at Wemby's. If you just looked at numbers and took the names away, how they do. Nick Wright does that blind, just the stats without the people.
Yeah, Nick Wright.
Wemby's leading.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he kind of does that thing, hey, guess who's what? That'd be the same thing. If we just put up their stats, it might be worth a flyer, defensive player.
Yeah. And
but because Minnesota as a team has a better defense.
Yeah, they're just a defensive juggernaut right now, number 1 in points against. But, like you said, Wembanyama, every time I watch one of those games, he's just different. He's just a different defender. I don't care what anyone says, like you said, with Gobert, 2-3-time reigning defensive player of the year. Right now, I'm still taking Wembanyama. And he's on a minutes restriction. He ain't playing 30. Yeah, he ain't playing 35, 36. If he was getting 5 extra minutes, he's runaway defensive player of the year. But like you said, rookie, probably going to hurt him to, the voters to really give a rookie that on a minutes restriction on a bad team the results. But I mean, like you said, once you find those plays that just hit every single time, or even if he don't hit the next game, hit him the next game. Like, can't be afraid to pull the trigger on a lot of those ones that are hitting.
He'll make some money up the next game. We'll maybe next Monday we could bring it up outlier and kind of track his last 10 or 20. Some of those you got to remember he was starting out at 3.5, so those fours were hitting. You know what I mean? Before he went to this 4.5, but he's solid on those two. It's gonna he can't. He's 7. I don't know what the hell. He's 7'8". I don't know how tall he is, but he can't help but block a shot.
Yeah.
He's a blocking machine. I'm really impressed with his handles. That's what's impressive about the guy. He dribbles like a point guard, but his size is just and people are going to challenge him. They're going to challenge him. He's going to get at least 5 blocks a game.
Yeah. It ain't even about like the challenging. It's about how quick he recovers, and you won't ever see his hand coming out of nowhere to just swipe it off the glass. Like, there's plays where I'm looking at and I'm like, damn, another, and he just flies out of nowhere and just gets a fingertip on it, a fingernail. But I mean, even to go off of that, like you said, getting the picks the night before, that's a huge thing. And if you want to be like a long-term handicapper and get the most juice, you got to be looking at plays the night before, and you got to hit them the night before. Because once all that money comes in the next day, the average sports bettor, right? The average Joe doing it for fun, doing it for parlays, the number, you're not going to get the best juice on it every single time. So you got to smack them the night before. Here's one, E, that I was waiting to kind of put in our group chat to kind of see. Back-to-back games, I did Isaac Okoro over 8.5 points plus assists at plus 100. Back-to-back games. They played him back-to-back nights, right? With the Cavs. He's hit in the second quarter in each of those every time I bet him, the back-to-back games. And he's already hit 9 in a row at 8.5 points plus assists. And I'm going to just keep smacking it the night before. I have a group chat with a couple of my friends, obviously. I'm hitting Isaac Okoro the night before at plus 100. They're getting it at minus 110, minus 115. Doesn't seem like a big deal in the short term, but in the long term, that's bringing back 1, 2, 3, 4 extra units, in a month.
Correct.
So
and what Vegas or what gamblers call the smarts, the professionals, they check the lines tonight. They're making their bets tonight. You can only bet so much with the understanding it's the NBA. So we don't know who the fuck's going to be playing. You try to get a read on that, who's going to rest or not. But for the especially with the props, get yourself a book that's going to reimburse you if the player doesn't play, right? And then you go ahead and lay that out, but lay it out tonight to get the same price back. So you may the 4.5, let's say, block steals isn't going to go to 5.5 or 6.5 if you're betting a line. As the money comes in, the line will go up or down. But to your point, the juice is. So I'm losing, I'm losing 50. I'm losing 50 cents every dollar. If this doesn't, why not make that back or start off with it at 110, 120? Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, the good thing about outliers, and the good thing about outliers is you could just see who's on the injury report the night before. They have to have all of that stuff written out. And if your guy's going to get ruled out, worst case scenario, you just get a void. You get your money back. So you're not really losing out unless you're betting an under. I mean, if you're betting an under, then I'd wait the day before or like minutes, hour before the game starts. But I mean, other than that, yeah, like you said, a lot of people even searching books. I tell people every book's going to have different things. I'm on Nikola Jovic right now on the Heat in Nuggets game. They don't even have him on FanDuel or something like that. They only have him on ESPN. So like you said, download every common book, have like 4 books that you swap from and just use different ones. Because like you said, that they all use Venmo, they all use Cash App. All these books are starting to, let you do that. It takes me 2 minutes to pull out money from FanDuel, add it into ESPN all through Venmo within 2 minutes. And I'm getting extra juice on it. So I mean, that's a tidbit on it for the people out there.
Is it Bet 360 maybe? I think it was Bet 360. My son had a bet, and if it goes over, like if the team ever goes 20 or more above, you automatically cash out. So you win.
Oh, really?
So last night, if you would have had the Clippers and they were up 21, you would have cashed out already. You would have cashed out.
It does it automatically?
In game. Yeah. I'll find out more. He's on that one. It happened to him the other night, and it was like, man. He's like, yeah, because it was a blowout, the second quarter, and he was like, I already cashed out. Doesn't matter. So again, though, it's different books have different programs and things you can do. Get into it.
Yeah, and I downloaded Bet365, and I just couldn't get a hand. I couldn't get a grip on it. It was so funky looking, and I was like getting confused. But no, I've used Bet365 a couple times. It's solid, but I like to stick with the DK, the FanDuel, the ESPN Bet. You got to get ESPN Bet.
Yes, well.
ESPN Bet.
Yeah, I do. I might do tomorrow.
They got some. They have a lot. The thing that I like about ESPN Bet is they have a lot of role players. You can get role players at like 3.5 points, 2.5 points. I'm dead ass serious at like plus money. Like you can get like when I had Highsmith like a couple weeks ago or something like that, 3.5 points. He didn't hit it, but I mean, I'm like, damn, this dude for 4 points plus money. I hit a lot of those, but even Isaac Okoro is only on ESPN Bet. Like I was saying, over the 8.5 points plus assist, he isn't even on FanDuel. So everyone I'm telling to do that isn't even on. It can't even get it from where I'm at ESPN Bet. Oh, here we go. We got Zach Jones on assignment out in the wilderness, and he was throwing some shots. Zeej is gonna watch this back, but ZJ asks, "Who are your finalists for the East?" I'll let you start that one, E.
Man, right? All right. So, the easy one's always Boston, right? So I don't know who's going to stop them. So I'll put Boston there right now.
I think Boston.
Man, the Knicks are just banged up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Knicks are banged up. I would like to see the Knicks, but I just don't know. They got to come back. They got to get back, start playing. So I think if they can hang on, and this is going to kind of be a shock, not a shock, but probably outside the pocket. If Embiid comes back in March, the Sixers can get there.
Yeah.
So maybe Sixers Boston. If Embiid comes back, and he's playing healthy again. I would like to say the Knicks, but I just don't know who's going to be playing for him. I don't know who can be in there. But Embiid's a game changer, He's 30 points easy without blinking, and then that allows Maxey to play a little more looser, right? And then get the rest of the team going. They did some trades at the trade line, but Embiid got hurt. So,
and we've seen Maxey.
I guess for today, numbers. I reserve the right to change my pick, but for this answer here, I'll go out on a limb and say Boston, Philly.
There we go. I mean, it's hard for any common knowledge guy to really to put if no one's going to put money for Boston to not make it. In my opinion, you kind of have to. More than not. So Boston for sure. I like Philly, obviously, as long as Embiid can stay healthy. And I know even last playoffs, he was only at they were saying 70%. And you could tell he just wasn't the same out there. Who knows really at the end of the day. But I would probably I want to say the Bucks. I really do want to say the Bucks, but we're still just so early in the Doc Rivers era. They're playing some poverty teams right now. I mean, they have back-to-back games of Charlotte. They played, I think their best win. Who did they beat the other day that was good?
Their best win so far.
Who did they just
the Bucks beat Minnesota.
Oh, they beat the T-Wolves, right? Yeah, they just beat the T-Wolves.
Yeah.
That was a solid win.
They've been hot since the break.
Yeah, and I mean the main thing why they brought Doc Rivers over there was for defensive purposes, and I mean Yeah, they held Charlotte to like whatever you want to say, like 17 at Charlotte. But those are still NBA players out there that are playing and still shooting the ball, and to still hold someone to like back-to-back games that little points. That's impressive, headed in the right direction. I like the addition of Pat Bev that they got to just bring that just defensive mindset. Obviously, the leadership in the locker room. People say, he hasn't won anything. He's talking out of his mind. Sometimes you need that dude that just really doesn't give a fuck and who's going to call out all the best players. Like, he's already said he talked to Dame on his podcast. So I like that addition. Right now, I'll probably lean with the Bucks. I think they'll figure it out. I really do. When it comes down to it,
I like that. The only thing that worries me, I like the Bucks players and the team, and Pat Bev is a beast, right? It's a team sport. He hasn't won a title. I get that, but it's Pat Bev is that guy. So years and years ago, right? Dennis Rodman. You hate Dennis Rodman unless he's on your team. That's Pat Bev.
Yeah.
If Pat Bev got traded to your team today, you're the biggest Pat Beverly fan because you know he's going to be a fucking tack in their shoe. Yeah. And just when you see him coaching up the young guys, like that's what you need. My concern with Milwaukee and whether fair or not is Doc Rivers.
Yeah.
You won one championship with Boston, and then you've had some glorious.
You've been resting on that role for a long time.
You lost a lot of three game leads, and so it wouldn't even be the players as much as the coaching. So who you got out in Philly? It's Nurse, right? Nick Nurse.
Yeah, Nick Nurse.
Yeah, with the one with Toronto. I don't know. That's not a bad call either, Milwaukee. But I just don't. I think if anything, it'd be the coaching that hems them up, not the players.
Yeah. The thing that I like about the Bucks is that main core has already won. That's the most important thing that I'm like looking at is the main core already won. You don't need a coach to go up in there like how Doc Rivers was in Philly to teach all these guys how to make the finals and how to win. He can have that. Giannis can have that leadership. Chris Middleton, Brook Lopez, those guys can. At some point you got to rally the troops and be like, this is what we have to do. And you can't say no because damn, we fucking did it 3 years ago. So that's why I like Milwaukee out of pretty much everyone else besides Boston at this point. He was going up in there last year in Philly trying to teach Joel Embiid and James Harden. Doc Rivers probably forgot how to make the damn finals, to be honest, too. So you just have three knuckleheads out there that haven't done it since 2008. So you really don't know. But that's why I'll just stick with Boston, on that point right there.
I like it. Yeah, no complaints. They can't go wrong. Big ifs in both of those. I'd like to see the Knicks. I wish they were healthy, but we'll see.
We'll see. Time will
I
tell.
love them, but then I love Tibbs, but man, can you rest a brother? Can they? Does everybody have to go 45 minutes a game?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know what is wrong with that dude. Like, what is wrong with him? He fucking runs these. Josh Hart said the other day, he's like, "What are you most excited about?" For Bogdanovich and Alec Burks headed over there, and he's like, "Fuck for cardio. Like, they need to help me out." Like, he's running Josh Hart into the ground, bro. And it's not like Josh Hart is just like a 3-point, standing out there banging as a little dude in the paint.
Yeah, they're one of the few teams that, as a fan, right, you pretty much know if I bought a ticket to see him come play the Nuggets.
Oh, you're gonna fucking see him.
They don't rest a lot of players ever, for just rest's sake. You're hurt, but if you're not hurt, you're playing. And so, but as a fan as well, you're like, hey, maybe we give them a little break, get ready for the playoffs, and get this thing going. So
yeah. And hey, it might be a what's it called? A hidden what am I looking for? Might be a blessing in disguise that Anunoby and Randall, are getting some rest. Because the Knicks have been holding it down. They've been holding it down even without those guys.
And
so that might be a blessing in disguise at the end of the day. If they come back, healthy and whatnot. But yeah, like you said, like the East. Shout out to all the live viewers and listeners. Appreciate you guys tuning in. if you guys got any questions for us that you want me and E to answer, go ahead and fire them in. We know ZJ just fired that one in. So, we'll be on here for next, however long we need to be. ZJ asked another question.
I don't want to.
What's up? Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't want to jinx it, but there's 52 seconds left, and Rutgers is up 30. So I'm going to call that a win at Rutgers -5.5. So another dub for the squad tonight.
There we go. Shout out to E. Like you said, what are we, 2-1 so far? For you? For your
3.
picks? 3-1?
3-1. 3-1 because you had
3-1. Oh, yeah. You had the Wemby. Okay,
and Rutgers. Yeah. And
so E today is 3-1. E's been slamming Victor Wembanyama over 4.5 steals and blocks. That cashed. Who else did you have? Oh, you had Rutgers. That one's going to cash. And then you had Chattanooga. Chattanooga minus 15.5.
Yeah, I lost Monmouth. And I did take I need some help here. I did take Miami +5.5. So I need to get going. It's still the first.
Yeah, I think on the when I made your clip, it was at 6.5. So I put that on there, 6.5, I believe.
Okay. Oh, good.
So it helped you out because when I posted it, I put 6.5. Even though you said 5, I still made the graphic 6.5. So you get an extra point.
Perfect.
But yeah, like E said, 3-1 tonight so far. E was back-to-back 3-0 days, so he's on a 9-1 run right now officially. Pending the Heat one, he could be 10-1. So we'll keep you updated with that. It's looking a little, the Heat are kind of falling behind, but still the first quarter. So still plenty of game left to play.
And go back to the picks, right? The guys are on the Sauce and ZJ are up in the morning at 6:30. They're going to give you some player props. And then I followed up between noon and 2 with mostly spread picks between NCAA and NBA. If you're on that, because what were you guys going into this morning?
What was the record? We were 6-1 the night before, and then I think 3-1 the night before. So we were 9-2.
Like 9-2, we're handing out bangers right now.
6-0. Yeah, we were.
Not every day is going to do that, guys. But I mean, it's there. So just know where we're at, what we're doing. Check the social. And again, like I kind of mentioned it today, we're not selling picks, but we would like a follow, a comment, a like, and then listen. If you're going to regret it, don't bet it. But if you like it, you got to pound it and stay with it, right? So we're not telling you every day is going to be a 6-0 day, but when you win more than you lose, that's what this business is all about. So we do the work, and you guys just kind of chime in.
Yep, couldn't have said it better. And I mean, like you said, we're up at 6:30 every morning. I'm writing shit like this every damn day on props. Like I take it serious, dude. I really do. Every day.
Everybody has the notes. Everybody has the notes and the pads.
Write everything down. Takes me, I shit you not, probably an hour 15, like from 11 to midnight. I do it every day. So, we're giving you guys our knowledge of what we think. So, yeah, like you said, just give us a like, follow, comment. If you don't like a pick, let us know how you feel. Let us know what you're riding with, anything. But moving on to ZJ's question, any interest in the NFL Combine and any key players for the draft? I'll let you go ahead and start us off with that one.
I used to really enjoy the Combine, but I don't know. This year specifically seems like, not a lot of people are participating, and so when those guys don't come out, when Marvin Harrison Jr. isn't running and they're not doing the drills and they're all protecting their stock, I don't know. I think the big piece first, everybody wants to know what Chicago's going to do, but really, I think we got to the 13th, is it, until free agency?
Yeah, I believe so.
And that'll kind of set up your draft depending on how we roll with the free agent market and where these guys go. But for right now, it's nice to see and you watch and you kind of track stuff. But if everyone was there and they're all participating, it'd be cool. But not too much. There's so much
Yeah,
going
I
on
mean,
right now with NCAA getting ready to roll into tournaments, and the NBA. The NFL is out of all the major sports, nobody markets like the NFL. They
yeah,
make everything everything's
yeah.
going to be parades. Hey, we're on ESPN for 4 days. Nobody does a draft like the NFL. No one does Hall of Fame, all their stuff. So,
Well,
but there's
shit.
this other stuff. Go ahead.
No, I was saying
I was, I was just,
nobody owns a day of the week in America like the NFL. No other sport owns a whole day. NFL owns Sundays. Once it's football season, it's NFL Sunday. You can't say that pretty much about any other American sport, and that just goes to how they market it, the hype, the players. So I mean, yeah, like you said, that's why it's just so popping. And I've kind of the combine has turned into nobody wants to do it anymore because if you're already a top player, a guaranteed first round lock, maybe lower end you might participate in the combine. But if I'm already a top 15, 20 pick, I ain't going to go to the combine. What am I going to do? I'm only going to hurt my stock if anything. Like literally, you're only going to hurt your stock. A lot of these tests are just complete like bullshit in my opinion. Like they had CJ Stroud rated like one of the worst quarterbacks against the mental test or whatever they were trying to do.
right.
I mean, come on, they're just having, it's all for show. It's all for content. So, I mean,
I'll give you an example, right? T-Law and T-Law was and is the number one pick his year, right? But coming out. Zach Wilson, as a Jets fan, right? Zach Wilson, he came to the combine. He's throwing in a t-shirt and shorts, and he throws the ball running one way and he throws it across the field. And that night, everyone's exploding about what his arm is and the talent. And I remember Ryan Clark with ESPN had said, guys, he's in a t-shirt. He's in a t-shirt, no pads, no one's hitting him, no one's chasing him. Every quarterback in the NFL can make that throw. But that literally bumped him up stock-wise, and he went number 2 to the Jets. And
we see that video clip every year of him just bombing it off balance.
Yeah.
And that turned out to be
like one play, it's like fuck everything you did in college. Fuck all that you did that. And that's the same thing to your point. Like, hey, what about everything I just did in college? All that goes out the window because they had a bad run. My 40 was low or this or that. It's a needed program, but honestly, and you probably feel the same way. There's only so much time in the day, right? And I also have a job, so I'm trying to pound this NBA, NCAA stuff. I can't. I don't have the time then to go watch the combines and watch the fucking linemen and special team. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to, but I'm trying to win money tomorrow. I'm not waiting for the draft. I'm not waiting on this stuff. So for me, I just don't have the bandwidth for everything.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's tough with the Bears pretty much holding the keys to the whole NFL draft right now. I mean, what are they going to do with Caleb Williams? What are they going to do with Justin Fields? A lot of people are bashing on Caleb Williams for not participating in the combine, but I will take his side on that. Like, for what? Like, if you're either going to take me or you're not going to fucking take me. There's no reason for me to go out there, do all these dumbass drills, throw the ball. Maybe I have a bad throwing day, just like any person ever can have a bad fucking throwing day. You could have a good throwing day. In basketball, you could have a good workout where you're making everything. The next day, you could have a shitty workout. So why would he go and his draft stock is already number 1 overall? Why would I go and possibly even just hurt everything? Or even hurt yourself in these 40s. Some people are honestly, some people pull a hammy in these. You never know. So, I mean, that's why a lot of players are doing it. We know a lot of players are the injury factor is one of the big things in sports pretty much nationwide.
So you look at and you look, I agree with you with that and him and that. I don't agree a lot with him, but on that I agree. Woo! Wait, we got somebody breaking in live on location.
Out here at spring training, man.
Hey,
Shohei left the Angels, but we are here checking him out still. Trout
is still here.
He's loyal to a fault. It's going on. They played the Indians today. We're heading over to Camelback Stadium tomorrow. Guardians, my bad. Guardians. I didn't mean to be controversial. We are headed to Camelback tomorrow to see them Dodgers. You know, hey, we're gonna be there. We're down here in Scottsdale, man. We're live. We're live on set. How many podcasts do this? You ain't never seen it.
Not many.
But
Not
we're
many.
busting in. We're good to go.
Hey, send us a clip tomorrow. We put on socials from the game.
We will. We'll send it 12-2. 12-2. The boys were doing things tonight. Hey, not a lot of people come out live. Not a lot of people are genuine, authentic. But hey, I'm here. I gotta get in the limo now. So I gotta go. But
all right, brother.
You see me.
Safe travels, and we'll talk to you. Appreciate the pop-in.
Yes, sir. Hey, Jeeves, take me to the penthouse.
Out. All right, there you go, folks. We're live. We're everywhere. We're just waiting for ZJ now. But when we tell you we're on assignment, that's proof. We're actually out on assignment.
Whit was actually out on assignment. We don't know if ZJ was fake. He could be faking it for all we know. We don't know. I'm just reading the messages as they come. Whit popping in, out on assignment in Scottsdale, scouting for this MLB season for you guys, watching the bullpen. He's doing everything. So we got guys, nationwide. So let me go back to William real quick.
That was awesome.
Whit's 3 deep. Yeah.
He's probably
Brother
6.
Was.
The way he was out there enjoying it.
I'm going to have to times that by 3.
For Williams, it's the Ric Flair, right? To be the man, you got to beat the man. Because of his position, I don't have to go out there and prove anything. These other guys got to go out and try to prove that they're better than me because I'm already designated number 1. So to your point, all I'm going to do is lose points, and I'm not going to do that. You got to beat me out of it. So, yeah. So I mean, that's the combine thing. I just don't know much. I know. Word on the street: ZJ is possibly 5 minutes out. That's probably because we got 4 minutes left in the show. So
he's gonna come show face, and then he's gonna call it a night.
Yeah. I heard he was out at the protest up in Denver, the Joker Respect protest march.
Exactly.
But how do you feel on that?
For what?
Go ahead.
No, say it.
Well, just the whole combine. Are you following it?
I mean, you look at the history of the NFL. We argue. Let's just go with the most recent, probably best 5 quarterbacks of yours and my era. Your era might be a little longer than mine, but you look at Brady, you look at Manning, you look at Aaron Rodgers, you look at Pat Mahomes. Those guys aren't wowing anyone with the physical gift of the 40, the cone drill, the whatever else physical thing. Those guys are masters of throwing the football and mental toughness when it comes down to it in a real game. Those dudes didn't wow anyone. I guarantee if they didn't have the name or you just look at complete just physical fitness, no one would take those guys. So that's where I think that's where I think the combine has lost its luster. Everyone's like, well, look at Peyton Manning, look at Tom Brady, look at Mahomes. Those guys' 40s were nothing. And they're some of the best ever. Aaron Rodgers. Those guys are some of the best ever. So what does the combine really mean for a quarterback? Especially like you said, you're out there in shorts and in a tight shirt throwing a football. You ain't going to really prove much, especially with how the NFL's already set up. You got to play 2 years minimum at college. Like, you got 2 years to tape. You either like the dude or you don't like the dude.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel on the draft. It is what it is. I would say the combine's more for those linemen, especially obviously dudes with lateral movement, stuff like that. Linebackers, you see a lot of guys like, especially if you're like a second round, third round guy, you have nothing to lose but go to the combine. You can boost yourself up into that next round with more guaranteed money. If you're on that 30 to 35 or 30 to 40 range cusp, you go show out on the combine, you get drafted in the first round, couple more M's in your pocket. So that's all really what it is. I'm not the biggest college football like enthusiast. It's just too much for me just because I spend so much time on the NFL and all the other sports that I watch. But I mean, I'll definitely dive in closer once NBA kind of wraps up and the draft comes by. I'll start looking at other things. But as of right now, nah, combine don't excite me.
All right, fair enough. Good. He got anything else out there? Any other questions from the big fella?
I'm hearing footsteps walking in right now. So I mean, we'll see if we get an appearance. Yeah.
Awesome.
But no, I mean, what else do you feel like talking about? What's another something that we can get going? I know we were going to have trivia, but I mean, trivia is kind of two people a little. It's a little different, but
two. Yeah. What else we talk about tonight? We talk about the MVP race. I'm still on the long shot, Luka. I still like them. They're going through a tough trip out east, but
on Luka,
hopefully hopefully he can put up the numbers. They play Boston tomorrow night in Boston. That's going to be a good one. Man, that guy's special too. I mean, there's special players everywhere. And I'm not taking anything away from Joker, but I don't know. They just find the ball. You have those guys. I'm like, I watched their game last night. It's like, nah. And you're like, how the fuck does Luka get a rebound? Like, how's he getting there with these guys and it falls in his hands to put back up? Oh!
Hey,
there he is.
Sorry, fellas. I was talking to the executives upstairs.
Executives. Oh, you were talking to the big wigs, huh?
How we doing though tonight, fellas? I know we got only a couple men's left, but how the boys feeling?
Hey,
off to a nice run.
In.
Off to a nice, like he said, he's hot right now. Myself and Sach are on a nice run with the morning show. So, hey, for all the live viewers and listeners, like we said, the boys are off and running. We're doing the hard work for you. We're producing the plays to you guys. Want you guys involved? Let us know in the comment section what else you want to see. If you want us to branch into another sport, if you like what's going on, this is what we do. We want to give you guys the free plays right now, see how we're vibing, and just get you a little more cash for that weekend.
The Bet Champ.
I love it.
Show, ladies.
That's
and
sticky.
gentlemen. Look it up.
We got our order coming in, Zeej.
That's sick.
Hey,
That's so cool.
And we told the people, listen, we don't joke around. Witt's on assignment when we tell you that. He's down there. He's down there in the Grapefruit League. This scouting out MLB for us.
Yeah, he's scouting. He was in the bullpen with a couple guys talking to the Dodgers.
You were out with the execs. You were whining and dining.
Sent Witt out to the Motel 6, got him a nice stay, B&B.
Yeah.
Already smoked through his per diem.
His per diem. But how you guys feeling tonight? Kind of going back to the combine conversation. I was hearing a lot on it today. My one thing is, and I heard Sach kind of touch on this, is, and you as well, I mean, these guys are in shorts and a t-shirt. They're not doing anything. They're not really showing off much. The other thing was today, it was like defensive linemen running the 40. Why do we need to see offensive and defensive linemen run a 40-yard dash? What is that going to tell us? Those guys aren't running 40 yards. I want to see a D line. I want to see an O lineman, a D lineman. I'm cool with the agility drills. How quick are the feet? Are they going? Blocking assignments, all that. But why do we need to see these guys run a 40-yard dash? I mean, I guess it's cool for hype and everything, but so with the combine and everything, I don't know. It's just kind of there right now. It's one of those things. Maybe down the road they go away with it, or they change it up a little, because to what he was saying about the whole Zach Wilson thing, everyone remembers that. Dude was throwing bombs.
Yeah.
And then what did that tell us? I got into it. So.
Horrible. And, I think in time things will change, right? especially all the interviews, the questions. But to your point, hey, the linemen, let's get you on the bench. Let's do some agility. Let's do some push-pull drills, stuff like that. Let's see your hand strength, hand-eye coordination. Look, maybe twice a year you're going to run 40 yards downfield, but I mean, that'd be it. And then the safety and cornerbacks getting out your way anyway. They're going to trip and not get smashed and pancaked. So I think it'll change events. But for now, and like I was telling Sauce DJ, for me it's just a bandwidth thing. I'm trying to win NCAA. I'm trying to win NBA. I just don't have the bandwidth then to watch this. And this is coming out this fall. This end of summer fall is the NFL. I'll look at that when we get a little closer. Wait till after the draft, then when I can start looking at those scenarios and futures. But for right now, I mean, we got conference tournaments getting ready to start. We got big stuff.
We got bigger fish to fry.
100%. 100%. Yeah, just to end that one, exactly what you're saying. There's so much stuff on. I mean, the sports world, the sports bettors, the BCS bettors, they don't care about the combine, what's going on, anything like that. If you want to know how good an athlete is, go look at the tape. Look at what they're doing in game. That's your resume right there. No little setup with you doing a couple drills is gonna. So we'll start with Caleb Williams. I mean, why does he need to show you anything else? What else do you need to see? You've seen his tape, So what is him throwing in shorts and a tee's gonna show you? But
I don't know if you were tuned in at the beginning, Zeej. He was I think that was we were off camera, but he was saying he was telling you need to take a trip out to the East Coast, something like that, so you can get out of the realm of the West Coast teams.
Not even that. What I thought you were doing today was you were actually leaving the Denver zip code, and you just discovered that there's more teams than the Nuggets and the Avalanche. That's all I was thinking. Like, whoa, there's somebody else out there? I thought they just come to us. These places, they just play our guys.
I'm just
so hopefully they work out well.
I'll tell you this. And for the live viewers and listeners, off and rolling, we're on our way. I'm stoked for these playoffs, regardless of like what team I like. Like I've said with this Western Conference, it's just going to be a gauntlet, and I love that. I love seeing the competition. You want to see the best players play, and I believe this is what we're going to get this finals. This is going to be a crazy final. I mean, and be on it. Like, let's just talk about this. Like, within the last maybe 5 years, heading into the playoffs, like what type of gauntlet have we seen? We've seen some very good finals, very good, but this one is set up to be a dang good one if everyone how they're projecting right now is going to carry over into the playoffs.
I mean, yeah, you got last year. Nuggets were kind of a lock, I guess, to make the finals. I didn't really see anyone beating them. In the East, obviously, that was once Miami blew the Bucks out, that kind of opened up the floodgates for upsets galore over there in the East. And then the couple of years before, the Warriors one was pretty good. The Warriors championship run, that playoff was that was one of the better ones, I'd say. But once again, it was the team, the Celtics. We didn't see anyone going to beat them. This is one where I could see about 5 teams from each conference have a shot at really making it.
Absolutely.
Like
that's why I like what this one's gearing up.
They can really make it. Celtics are obviously, me and you were saying earlier, they're probably going to be the favorites for honestly anyone right now to make the finals. But if someone upsets the Celtics, that the way that their playoff history has gone, would we really be surprised? I don't think we'd really be surprised at all. I could see the top 4 teams out in the East, any of them really make it, and you wouldn't even really be surprised. So, I mean, we're in for a damn good playoff run, especially with the Knicks, the way that they're turning out. Not to pump East tires or anything, but the Knicks, I mean, they can make a damn good run when they get Anunoby and Randall back, and sucks that Mitchell Robinson fucking had to go out. They would have been real nice with Mitchell Rob.
So he's supposed to be back. He's coming off the bench right before the playoffs. Yeah. So Mitch Robinson's supposed to be back for playoffs. He's
Is he
shooting
really?
but not running. I mean, we'll
Oh.
see where it goes. Yeah. But, he hasn't
you
played
guys-
all year. You got to get in playoff shapes. And
So if you guys
So,
make the
but,
conference
yeah.
finals, he could probably make an appearance.
right. This year's NBA playoffs has the potential to be like every year NCAA tournament. I mean, everybody does a bracket. Everything's great. And after that first week, the first 4 games, it's shot to hell. All we need is an upset. All you need is one of these young upstart teams to take out the 1 to 2, and then everything else starts fucking cracking. So that's why it's going to be great to watch.
Yeah. We might have to do a Bet Champ show, pick 'em, NBA pick 'em for the playoffs.
I mean, that's standard. Yep.
Get
That's standard. Same
some
thing with
viewers,
the NCAA.
get some viewers and
Yeah.
listeners in there. Let's let's all throw a little something in there, see what's popping.
Do an
100%.
NCAA one.
Oh
Get
yeah,
everything in
I
there.
forgot about March Madness. We got to do something for that.
Oh, we're going up on Friday. We're taking a day off of work. We're going up to Blackhawk. Get a room. We're gonna watch ball all day. He's taking work off.
He's taking work on.
Tell me not on that Friday, day 2. We all take the day off, head up to the Hawk, do a couple, throw a couple bets out there. We're watching live.
I'm game.
In the
Other
sport.
than I don't know what the dates are, but from the 24th through 27 March, I'm going out to Vegas. But if it's any other time, I'm down for a Blackhawk trip.
Yeah,
But I'll be
we're
going
gonna
live
have-
on the show. I'm going right to the source. Maybe get somebody in there,
Ooh, yeah.
bookmaker, somebody going live.
Damn.
We'll be live from there.
I
Bringing
like
the
it.
banner
You're gonna
to
have to hook-
Vegas.
You're gonna
to
have to
the
hook up
home.
with Vegas Dave out there.
Absolutely.
I got a little question for the fellas.
Go ahead. Is this trivia or a question?
I got a little trivia for you boys. I got to
Let's
hear
do
this
it.
one. I want to hear this one. All right. Out of the following NBA players, which one did not win the Rookie of the Year award? A. Larry Bird. B. Magic Johnson. C. Patrick Ewing. Or D. David Robinson.
David Robinson.
Sach says David Robinson. E, you got
Wait,
any?
no, did Magic and Bird
Can't be
come out the
because
same year?
Bird and Magic,
Bird and Magic came out the same year, huh?
together.
Yes, there we go. And I
Yeah.
think Magic
So-
didn't win it. Magic.
So it has to be one of those two.
It's Magic
Right? 'Cause
Johnson.
they came out.
Magic Johnson for
Johnson.
me. That's my answer. Ding, ding, ding. I won, Zeej. Thank you.
Magic Johnson is correct. That
That's
was
why.
good.
that-
Hey,
that's
All right,
where
let me
his
give you-
that's where his little rival with Bird started. Is because he didn't win Rookie of the Year.
that's why
It
you got. You guys got to
it
work
actually
together.
it actually started. They played each other for the NCAA title that year.
Yeah. Indiana State
Indiana
University,
State.
Larry Bird.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then Michigan State alumni, Irvin Magic Johnson.
I got
know
one for
every,
you guys.
I know every college, dude. If you give me
You're
a player,
on
give me
the
a
same
random
college.
NBA player where they went to college. I love this game. Just give me one random NBA player.
All right, give me a
Decently
second
now.
now. Let me think one.
Decent,
Yeah,
decent,
you got it.
decently now.
Let's go with. Well, let me give you my trivia. What I think on it, because I was ready for that.
There we go.
Shaquille O'Neal, the Big Diesel, played 19 years in the NBA. What are all of the teams he played for?
Okay, so we got the Magic, we got the Heat, we got the Lakers,
Cavs,
Cavs. He played
Celtics.
Celtics. He played for
Suns.
the Phoenix. He played for the Suns. How many we got right now?
6. That was 6.
Who's your 6? I got 5 from you. I got Magic, Lakers, Suns, Cavs, Celtics.
The Heat.
Heat.
Oh, the Heat. Yeah. Good call. That's it. Good call, guys. That's easy rap. I got to go back to my harder ones, man. You guys go through these too quick. What was he called? What was his nickname with the Suns?
The Suns.
Fuck.
So he always gives himself a nickname every team he goes to.
With the Suns, what was his nickname? Damn.
Yeah. He called himself the Big Cactus.
Oh my
the
god.
Cactus.
Fuck. That was a good one.
I
The Big Cactus.
I remember the Suns one because when they had the NBA All-Star break, he came out with the Jabberwockies and he was all dancing
Yeah.
in his Suns get up.
Yep.
Trying to think of a good one for you guys. Which two set of current NBA twins played on the same NBA team at some point? Two sets of twins in the NBA
Lopez
right
brothers.
now. Oh wait,
Yeah, the Lopez.
three. That's
Yeah,
three actually.
we had-
I forgot about the Lopez brother. What's two
The
others?
Morris twins.
There you go. He's good.
And then there's
Lopez's,
the one,
Morris's.
and then there's the ones that played on the Hornets.
Oh, but who are they?
I forget their last name, but they were on Hornets. The Williams brothers.
No.
Who you know who I'm talking about? The Hornets.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I just want you to say their name. The Nuggets are playing one of them right now. Don't look at the box
Miami.
score.
No, I'm not looking at anything.
His whole head goes down like.
Oh, the Martins.
There you go, Zeej. Yeah.
Martins.
Beautiful.
You were close with
I'm
the
not,
Williams.
hey,
I
I'm
can
not
see where you
looking at
got it.
anything. Not anything down here.
I knew who he was talking about too. I just wanted him to get the name.
Yeah, they're on the Hornets.
Damn. Look at this, E.
It ain't
Like
too
I
bad.
said,
like them.
E, what did I say at the beginning of the show? I had Nikola Jovic over 5.5 points.
Yes.
He has 7 before halftime. Those are the role players, bro, that you can get a quick hit on. Gotta sniff those ones out because he's starting today with no Kevin Love, so he was going to get a lot more minutes. So that's good.
Okay.
Nice little catch.
I got one more for you guys. Little geography with this one.
All
Put
right.
this in your thinking cap. What team plays at the Target Center?
Oh fuck, dude!
Isn't that Minneapolis? The T-Wolves.
Look at E. Look at E right off the bat.
They're the Target Center. Oh, okay, I would have never got that.
Yeah, because
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Target, their corporate building is in Minneapolis. They sponsor the stadium there. Yeah.
Oh, that's at the mall, right? Or they're right by the. Or no, Minneapolis is that big ass mall.
Well, there's the big mall out there too, but yeah, the Target Center and Target, the company, is sponsored. But yeah, that's Minneapolis, and this will be too easy for you. But what Hall of Fame baseball player is an owner of those?
Alex
teams?
Rodriguez.
There you go.
Alexander
It's too easy.
Roy Rodriguez. A-Roy.
The cheater.
The cheetah.
Oh, that's J-Lo's ex, huh?
That is
Yeah.
J-Lo's ex.
Yeah.
E-Rod.
Oh, these are good. I love trivia. That was fun.
Yeah. I'm glad you made it in, ZJ. But Sauce,
Yeah.
outstanding quarterback. You came in, subbed it up. Yeah, we got a backup that could play.
I threw a couple ducks to start the game, but hey, the
We got
spiral
a
is starting to
backup
come to
play.
fruition.
Sach, you got your eye on anything right now for these games, or just kind of chilling?
No, like I was saying, I had Nikola Jovic over 5.5 on the Heat. The other Nikola,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was over 5.5 points at like plus 100, and he has 7 right now before half, which is real nice.
Man,
but
Bam is
I didn't
keeping
really have
Joker in
anything right
check.
now.
huh?
Joker
Joker's
triple
got
double
6
watch. He
points.
has 6, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Bam's
Jamal
looking-
Murray's down grabbing his leg. Oh,
No.
Jamal Murray twisted ankle. He's gonna be out. So breaking news sucked. They didn't look too bad, but the way Jamal Murray's
Yeah,
built,
the other thing too was
he'll be out for a week.
I was thinking we're gonna rest him tonight.
I'm surprised on a back to back because he
Yeah.
was already injured for a sec. No,
But we'll wrap it up tonight, guys. I know the fellas got some things to do. They got more bets to look at for tomorrow, but we are off and rolling as the fellas are rolling. He's on a 9-1 run. Sach and myself are off rolling. What are we on, Sach? We're on a little heater too.
we were on the 7-1 run, I believe, or 8-2, somewhere around like that, 8-2. But today we kind of took a step back. I think we're gonna go 1-3 tonight. But hey, that's what teamwork's for. E picked up the slack big tonight.
We got this, guys.
He picked up the slack 3 days in a row. I mean, he didn't hurt. He just added value. So, always pay attention to E's picks when those come out on the socials around noon every day. The guy's on a 9-1 run right now. So keep following E and his picks. TikTok, Instagram, X. They will be posted there every day. So that's what I got for that.
Absolutely.
But, nonetheless, we were on an insane run. We're still up money on the week. So
Yeah, you guys are still don't let today slow you down,
Yeah.
man. You guys are on a hot run too. If you stay with us in the long run, you're up. Even if with our picks combined, we still, if you just joined us today, you're up.
Yeah, true.
Most days you are up when it's Suns. If you just follow the Bet Champ Show picks, doesn't matter what are the three of us that are doing them. Just follow or pick the ones you like, but together we always end the night. I don't want to say always, no absolutes, but most times we're going to end on a winning night. So
Absolutely.
yeah,
100%. Absolutely. That is it. The Bet Champ Show After Hours edition, guys. Everyone made an appearance tonight. We will be back this Saturday, 10 a.m. for that parlay edition of the show. Leave us a comment, a like, and subscribe what's going on. And let us know if you want to be on the show, guys. If you want to be in the show, we like to bring you guys on, hear from you. And if you want to join the parlay edition, that's always the best. But we'll have a nice parlay, giving you some cash going into the weekend. And we'll have more EA player props as well as Ease Vision tomorrow. So we will keep that riding, guys. That'll do it for tonight and the fellas. And we will see you in the next episode.
Peace.
out. Later,
Out.
guys.
Later. E.
Later.